Hello, Mr. Polano. This is my part one for my portfolio on genocide. This is going to be about what I learned about the genocide. The genocide is a major thing in World War II, and as we learned, we watched the movie The Pianist, we watched Schindler's List, and we watched Dances with Wolves. I learned that not only is it sad, like I knew that, but the fact that when our generation thinks of genocide, we only think of the Holocaust. And yes, that was a major thing, but there are other genocides that happened and happen that are just as important. After the Holocaust, there was a general understanding that there would not be another genocide, and someone named Raphael Lemkin fought for the United States to understand that genocide was a crime. And during that, the United States and Europe worked together to create the Human Rights Convention, and that would help bring awareness to abuse of higher power and authority being created to try and instill an idea of hierarchy. Sadly, 80% of young people, including millennials, only think of the Holocaust when they are told genocide. And I also learned that there is something called Genocide Awareness Day. So this is part two. This is what I would like to learn, as well as linking one image and one video or article, or both, or all three. I will be asking some questions and saying what I would like to learn. I know about the Rwanda genocide, the Armenian genocide, and the Holocaust, but I am positive that there are more that we have not gone over. My second question is, are they continuous? I know that ISIS is a thing, but was it what they do considered a genocide? My third question is, are there any laws regarding genocide as of right now? I would also like to know how or who starts a genocide, if it's one person or if it's a group of people. Obviously, the Holocaust, Hitler instilled the idea and created a group of Nazis to hate and murder Jews, but that was one person. If this happens more often than that, which it did, how does that happen? And I know that there are things taught in civic learning civics. So are there any global prevention techniques that are not included in civics learning? This is part three on the genocide unit for my portfolio. These are my final thoughts. So genocide is a destruction of particular groups. An example being the Holocaust. Obviously, it is a terrible thing and millions died. What we have gone over in class has not necessarily changed my view on agreeing or disagreeing with genocide. Obviously, genocide is a horrible thing, and it didn't change my way of thinking. Like, I don't like genocide. Obviously, it's awful. But it has opened my eyes to the different point of views of the groups in a genocide, like the protagonist, the antagonist, and the victim or victims of every war. The class is a good learning environment because we're all interested in this topic and we are able to have mature conversations and discuss our opinions and what goes on in the movies we've watched and what we've discussed.